So how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This will be the weekly recap where I just kind of go through some of my trades. Well, first I want to play the live clips and then I'll go through my Notion journal and show you each and every trade I took, and I'll break them down in some detail. Now, I've been having a couple of good weeks lately of trading futures. If you watched my last video, I believe in that video I said I'm completely done trading options, so I'm not even looking at the individual names anymore. I realized that I do much better if I just focus on futures, so that's what I'm going to do moving forward. And so I've been doing pretty well the past couple weeks, but unfortunately this week we had a losing week. But that's okay, honestly, because I'm still happy with the trades I took. I stuck to my risk management plan really well. That has been working out. I'm now risking pretty much the exact same amount of money per trade, which is about 150 bucks on my Apex account. And so in order to blow up the evaluation, I would have to lose about 16 trades in a row. So I think it works out pretty well. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. So enjoy the live trading. Okay, I'm currently watching the Dow here to see if it'll hold this level.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm long on the Dow.
Order submitted.
Currently trying to risk about 150 per trade on this account. I like this retest of this support level. I'd like to get, I don't know, I want to scale out that a 1-to-1.
Order filled.
Okay, excuse me. That was a very fast wick up into our first take profit. Okay, so we locked in 100. So we got 3 runners left.
Order canceled.
Let's see. So what I'm still trying to figure out is, on my runners, should I move my stop to break even? Because that makes the most sense to me, I think. And then, what do I do? Maybe just target high of day?
Order filled.
I closed it. I closed the runners even just at my first take profit, so it's basically a 1-to-1 risk reward. You know, I can already tell ES is pretty choppy today. We had no news today. It might be a choppier day. Maybe I should be content with a 1-to-1, but
Order submitted.
okay. I think we're about to get filled here. It just got filled. The Dow is also kind of moving. Okay, NASDAQ is kind of still pulling back a little. I mean, unfortunately, it's not the bullish reaction I wanted off this level, but I'm sort of losing confidence in this trade. It's kind of a nasty 5-minute top wick. We'll probably get stopped out here.
Stop filled.
Okay, our stop was hit. The question is, does it go back up from here? And kind of looks like that's going to happen. Okay, maybe not, I guess. I guess this is just really not the price action we're looking for today. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at my journal here on Notion. So, not the most exciting week. As you can see, I only took 5 trades. Now it looks like 4, but on Friday, I took 2 trades on the ES, and so it just combines it into one little square here. So let's start out with this first one on Monday, which was on the Dow. Now I only traded about a 1-to-1 risk reward, so I only made about 140 or so. I'm aiming to risk about 150, 140 per trade. It just kind of depends on, it kind of depends on where I have my stop. But it's within like 10 or 20 bucks per trade. So this is the same break and retest setup that I've been taking lately. So let's go ahead and make this full screen so you can take a look at where I entered. Basically, the Dow came back down, retested this level of support here. I saw some very nice bullish momentum off the level. So when this candle closed, I went long here and I held through this pullback. Now, in the past, I probably would have got shaken out of this trade here, but I'm learning that I need to give my trades a little bit of wiggle room. So I had my stop below the level, like right here. And in this case, it paid off really well because right after that, it bottom wicked and started to head up. Now, I did take a partial on this trade, but I want to stop doing that. I want to hold for, I want to hold for roughly a 2 to 1, maybe 1.5. When I've been back testing and I aim for a 2 to 1, it seems to work out pretty well. Now, sometimes I have to be really patient, but I think that's better than taking partials because I'm just so tired of my winning trades not being significantly bigger than my losing trades. And as you can see, this trade would have gone to a 2 to 1 at least. So if I'm risking 150 and I'm aiming for a 2 to 1, then I should be making about 300 on my winning trades. That's kind of the idea I've had in my head lately. Now, as you can see, this was actually my only winning trade of the week, unfortunately. But on my other trades, I think I was aiming for only like a 1 to 1. It really just, sometimes it depends on what the chart looks like. And if I'm shorting, I might not go for a 2 to 1. I might do a 1.5. But anyway, moving on to the next trade. So this was a break-even trade on the NASDAQ. The setup was all right, but I just remember the price action on this day, and it was so mid. So this was our demand zone on the NASDAQ. There was also a trend line it was bouncing off of. So I was bullish, but this entry isn't that clean. Like the chart just doesn't look super clean here. So I went long here. I placed my stop, I think below this wick. And all I was aiming for was a 1 to 1. So I did my take profit up towards the VWAP. And I had to sit in this trade for quite a while. This was the 5-minute chart, by the way. This is not a 1-minute chart. So this is over an hour of time. I set my bracket order and walked away. And when I came back, the price action was so bad, so just undesirable. I moved my stop to break even. And thankfully, I got out for break even before it just dumped. So that was a break even trade. Wednesday, I did not see much opportunity, so I took no trades. Thursday, I took one trade, and it was a loss on the NASDAQ. And I'm okay with this loss. I like the setup. I would take it again. This was a break and retest of an interval of 5 on the QQQ, which I am a big fan of those levels. So in this case, it was 420, but 415 and 425, those are also whole psychological numbers that typically do tend to act as good support resistance levels. So after I saw this candle, I went long here. And I had even more confidence in this trade because I saw that we just rejected that level earlier in the morning. So that's resistance turned back into support. I really thought this level was going to hold. I thought we were going to get a nice move off of it. Maybe I could have got a 2 to 1 out of this, but unfortunately that was just not the case, and I was stopped out for a loss. Lost about 135, so I am managing risk very well. But yeah, I just didn't have very many winners this week, so yeah, today's Friday. I took 2 trades on the ES, and the first one was all right. Well, the first one was good. I would take that again. Second one, I'm not so sure of. So the first one was in the pre-market. We got below this key level here. We bounced off that level after the news came out. So this was support turned into resistance, and I entered here short. And because it's pre-market and I'm shorting, I was only going for a 1 to 1. It chopped around a little bit, started to go my way, but then when I saw this nasty bottom wick here, I moved my stop to break even, and I got out for break even, so I was okay with that. Plus it was close to the open. I don't like holding trades into the open. Then I took a second entry on it, which was not really the greatest entry. I honestly think I had some bias just because of this big move from the pre-market. After I saw this candle move down here, I just jumped in short again. Now I didn't wait for the close, which was a mistake. But I really liked how the 5-minute looked. If I actually bring up the chart real quick, I can show you what the 5-minute looked like. And it was right here. So that was the current 5 minutes, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's close to like 840. So I liked the way that this 5-minute looked. With the 2-minute candle after that, the one that I entered on was not so great because as soon as I went short, it bottom wicked, and then that led to much more upside throughout the day. So I took a loss. And so that trade put me right on the week because I was break even before that. So I took a few losses this week, but still wasn't bad at all. We're still in the green on the Apex account. So yeah, I still have a long ways to go before I pass, but I think if I keep on using this risk management plan, and if I started going for 2-to-1s and really just letting the trades play out, I think I can get there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this week's recap. Sorry, it probably wasn't the most exciting. Yeah, it probably wasn't the most exciting video I've ever made, but that's just the way it goes sometimes with trading. You know, it's not always going to be super exciting. Some weeks will be more boring than others, but anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these weekly recaps. And like I always say, if you have any advice for me as a trader, please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I would love to read it and reply to you. Any sort of tips on how to get funded, I would greatly appreciate it because I've definitely been trying for a while now, so any advice would help. So that's going to be it for this video, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.